Hey everybody, Eve here. Today I wanted to have a little chat with all of you, and it has to do with living tiny and being free. Yes, it's about this concept of living tiny, living in a van, in an RV, in a converted horse trailer, in a camper van, whether it's one that you build yourself or one that you purchased, whatever. At the end of the day, no matter what type of tiny space you live in, there is no such thing as freedom without responsibility. Let me clarify myself. A lot of people that live in vans, some of the van dwellers that I watch on YouTube are prime examples. They will spend a lot of time and a lot of money on their rigs to create the perfect stealthy build. Let's face it, stealthy as in being undetected, not happening. People know you're in there. Now, in some instances, depending upon what city you're in, where you're parking, the biggest problem is going to be sleeping. Most of the time during the day, if people see a van on the street, a cargo trailer, a car, any type of rig, doesn't matter. Most of the time they're just going to say, no big deal, it's daylight. Whether somebody's in there or not usually doesn't concern them. But at night, that's a different matter. I mean, when people are in bed and they're trying to sleep for the evening and they look out the window and they're like, who's in this white van out front? What's that doing out there? What are they doing? I mean, let's face it, they don't know you. They don't know why you're there. They don't know that you're just there to sleep because you've driven, the next state over or 3 states down and you're totally exhausted and the Walmart parking lot didn't seem like a viable option because nowadays, let's face it, because of so much abuse by nomads, a lot of Walmarts have said, no, it's done. You can't park here anymore. And that's because there's so many people who stay in the Walmart parking lot, and instead of being as stealthy as they claim they want to be, they're setting up their rigs, they're putting out their little tables and chairs, and they're having a barbecue or a tailgate party, drinking, carrying on, light, music, noise. I think you all get the picture. This is not what people want. People don't mind if people are respecting other people's privacy and space, but they don't like it when people just roll into town and just say, hey, I'm gonna park here in front of your house, in front of your driveway, and you can read my mind. I'm not gonna hurt you. I know if it were me. I mean, I live out in the country, but if somebody pulled in this driveway in a van or anything else, I'm going to be opening this door and I'm going to have my little pea shooter. Yeah. And I'm going to be firing away at something because, I don't know why you're here. I don't know you. And the same for everyone else. So all I can say is that from a lot of the YouTube videos I've been watching, states and cities and counties across the entire U.S. are starting to crack down because this, because of the nomads and the glam mads and this lure of the nomadic lifestyle, which has so many amazing advantages. You save money, you get to see the United States and Canada and Alaska. There is absolutely no limits to what you can do, where you can go, the places you can experience, the freedom of the open road. Let's face it, it's calling us. Yes, calls me too. And I'm parked. It's another video. But getting back to this concept of freedom. Yes, you can live free, but you're not going to be able to live freely without responsibility. And you're going to have to start taking those things into consideration. Plan ahead. Map out where you're going and find places where you are able to park legally. There's forest land, there's the Bureau of Land Management. For those of you that don't have the money for campgrounds, and I don't blame you, I wouldn't stay at a campground either. And that's not being, I'm not trying to be nasty about it. It's just not my cup of tea. If I was to hit the open road and tour the United States or see the United States the way I want to, I'm really, even though I appear to be an extrovert, I'm actually an introvert and really like being alone. I mean, even when I do things in the city, don't get me wrong, I'm accompanied by a friend most of the time, but I'm really not into meeting people out in public, and I just don't go up and talk to anybody and everybody and what have you. Just not an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I just give the appearance of an extrovert because I'm just good at it. I'm good at acting. I've always been kind of an introvert my entire life, and pretending to be an extrovert is an exercise. It's something that I've worked at my entire life, and a lot of people think I am. And yeah, it appears that way. I'm not. I assure you. I love my space. I love my alone time. Super, super love my family. It's family first. Friends are a close second, certain friends. And then there's the rest of society, which, I don't know. I'm a little skeptical and leery of most of you. So I'm not meaning that to be mean. I'm just being honest. So anyway, I digress. Getting back to being free. So the next time you start to park in front of that house in a residential neighborhood or close to a school or a shopping mall or a church, whatever the scenario, unless you have prearranged with someone to actually be there, then please try to take into consideration that your freedom is costing someone else. If you're parked in front of, like I said, if you're parked in front of someone's house and they don't know who you are, you're causing them to lose sleep and to be stressful because, like I said, they don't know why you're there. You could be casing them. White vans signify danger, especially to people that have maybe younger children. Children are kidnapped and confiscated in vehicles all the time. So bear that in mind. I don't want to chide you or preach. Actually, I do. No, seriously, don't. Just trying to give everybody a heads up that there's no such thing as freedom without responsibility. So, until next time, please thumbs up, comment on, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And while you're subscribing to my YouTube channel, please ring that notification bell for my future video uploads. And may Christ bless each and every one of you most abundantly. And yeah, there's no such thing as being free without responsibility.